Slice of Warptorio Life Warp Zone 38. Well, this is still really 37. 37 was one of these not much going on islands where we think about how we should put the base together and plan designs and then kind of tick through some tech that we might not actually even use. So let's line up another weapon system that we might use at some point, and then go to a new and hopefully exciting place where we don't have any resource collection and we don't have any friends. So, actually, let's get the teleporter first, that's important. And then let's go around and check out the neighborhood. Hi guys, just got here from the warp. I'm here to harvest, which is a super relaxing thing to hear the person new to your planet say when they get here. No, I don't have a spaceship. I lost the spaceship. I'm traveling around with this kind of shambling assembly of potentially multiple distinct entities that, mostly exist in dimensions that I can't access and are bigger on the inside than the outside, and do travel through time and space, but I don't think I'd call them a spaceship. I'm trying to build a spaceship, which is why I'm helping these entities penetrate deeper into our reality. Like this is the Harvester, which sounds ominous. It's not really the Harvester, capital T. There's several Harvesters, but congratulations, you now have a multi-dimensional worm snake thing anchored to your planet. But don't worry, it won't fall off. Its bite is very strong, and in fact there's a secondary jaw that fully encloses the entire initial face, which is a super normal and not at all concerning way for faces to be. Don't worry about it. But I do want it over here and not close to me for reasons. But don't worry, it's completely safe. It's not like eroding the fabric of your existence or anything like that. But also maybe don't go near it because it will kill you. These guys, this might be a base that's actually close enough that we actually have to get out the hotbar and then throw a grenade and then put some turrets in here and put some ammo in the turrets. Yeah, good stuff, good chat. Nice to meet you guys. Yes, so we've kind of introduced ourselves to the neighborhood. Is that oil? Do I want the oil? I think the oil might be a priority. Yeah, so this space is a bit different. We'll talk about some things when we get back. There's some new garbage, there's some old garbage that's been removed, there's some old garbage that's still there's some garbage that I'm now accepting is permanent. And yeah, like there was the uranium by the copper, which I think we might get later when these buffer chests are ran down a bit. The oil is, yeah, we do actually want that oil. That oil is an important thing that we're going to grab. So let's go and do that. We shall kick another hole in space-time. This is why we had this teleporter. And then we've got some pump jacks that can go... yeah, let's not accidentally violate the laws of physics when we don't necessarily mean to. Let's only violate the laws of physics when we actually plan on it. Yeah, we did another weapon system. Maybe we'll use explosive rocketry sometime. Oh, we're in an episode. Which means we can do consequential tech. We can do the next one of these reactor reassembly programs. So we're going to kick that off. That's going to be a thing. And then, yeah, let's continue wiring up this stuff because we want it. Okay, sure. Yeah, and we'll get some oil in here. We need another pipe there. We need some power poles. Yeah, and then... also modules. I was wondering, actually, what kind of... Yeah, this is not very good. I was wondering, like, if I was leaving it here for longer, I would do 1 speed, 1 efficiency, and try to just not have it pollute. But I think because there's also uranium, and there's quite possibly also other things I also want, we're going to module it harder, and then, yeah, deal with the fact that we're annoying all the nearby biters by picking up the teleport and putting it somewhere else. And actually we're going to deal with that first by just saying hello to these guys as well. Hi, I met some of your friends earlier. It looked like this. Actually, it didn't look quite like that. I didn't use the shotgun there. But that's, yeah, we are becoming more well-known in the neighborhood, which I'm sure is going to be a fine thing. Is that enough guns? Maybe. How many more guns do I have? Yeah, let's go and continue checking out this neighborhood, see what else is around, see what close bases we would like to not be there, see what other materials we would like to collect, because we do have another harvester. We've got some text to read. Okay, let's stop and read this text before we drift into any other bases. We think we know why the experiment went wrong. The warp disk must be unstable unless maintained by a perfectly reversing the polarity inversely squared to the rift core's intersubdimensional Atron energy matrix. Of course! All this time, that was so obvious. We ready the warp disk to rip the perfected materials we need directly out of warp space. I'm sure that will have no downsides or consequences. It's a risky strategy. It might be the only chance to escape these savage alien worlds and get back to civilization. Oh, another tech. There's another of these reactor techs here with a weird science cost. Okay, let's do that. What does this one say? This is still the same. This is, yeah, this first section is still the boilerplate, isn't it? May have other effects. This level spawns the physical warp reactor and disables the auto warp timer, so that's going to be fun. I see some dudes down here who we should go and introduce ourselves to. Hi, guys. And whatever. I mean, am I concerned about misgendering these guys when I'm here, like, to throw grenades at them and stuff like that? It doesn't really seem like misgendering. I don't even know how these things breed, or whether that's relevant at all, but misgendering seems like not even the worst thing I would be doing to these guys at the moment. I mean, there's a forest here, but there's also water and desert. I think we go and introduce ourselves to these guys as well, from the car. There we go, that was fine. Our bots are still on. Go and pick all those up, that's great. Yeah, I think one of the things I was wondering about is I suspect what happens when we leave a world is that the entire universe we leave is destroyed behind us. I don't think we need to, no, we don't need to go any further than that. Let's just poke around this other side of this forest and see what's down there. Oh, bot. Poor bot. Come back in here. There we go, bot. Yeah, like they... And it might even be like accidentally or coincidentally or who knows. Actually, is that all the scouting I needed to do? Oh, there's one rock in this entire area, and I managed to hit it. Cool. Yeah, I think that's all the scouting. Okay. Starter patch mining, I guess, is the thing we want to do next. Yeah, so yeah, these turrets, these kind of wall turret things kind of changed in between. They're a little more structured now. They've got more of a pattern to them. There's radar out here just to extend the radar range a bit. The roboports, there's now kind of one in each corner, so we've got some good build range over these towers. There's a box of ammo somewhere, which is nice. And yeah, this is also why I didn't want the harvester too close to me, because I definitely want to keep these roboports separate networks so that when I'm packing everything up, all the harvester stuff stays like with the harvester roboport and none of it accidentally ends up in here, which would make it difficult to rebuild harvesters again. But the thing I wanted to do before we go back to talk about destroying the universe is just check in here, because yeah, we need iron here. There are a bunch of changes here to talk about as well, which we'll get around to later. We need to kind of refuel those, but we're mostly fine for copper. We need iron down here, and then down here we actually just need iron in a lot of places. Okay, let's go and connect up these starter patches. And then, yeah, we'll come back and get a bunch of other stuff done. I think that's mostly what I want to be doing this episode, is looking at that build stuff. A loud clash of energy ripples over the warp platform as the reactor shifts into existence. We know this technology will uplift our civilization beyond their imagination. Just as the creepy stringent choir music kicks in. That's fantastic. We decide to continue our experiments with the warp reactor, of course, while we warp through world after world in search of home. If we knew how to steer this boat. The warp reactor, now finally in place, fills me with determination. Amazing. Okay, another tech. Oh, we've got a variety of consequential techs to look at now. Yeah, and then in between you also got like lasers, because lasers were there, and then we got a bunch of laser damage and firing speed, like basically all of the blue tech ones. So that'll be relevant later as well, but not yet because I don't have the power grid yet, or the batteries, or the steel. So what are these things? Unlock a reactor ability, cool, to pre-charge the warp, allowing for faster warp outs. All reactor abilities have a shared cooldown. Okay, great. Probably less useful with Nightfall because all the days are peaceful enough for me to go, I just need to get through this night, and then we can leave at some point during the day, but that's cool. Warp reactor charting, unlock the reactor ability to scan and reveal surrounding areas, quite nice. All reactor abilities have a shared cooldown. Charting also adds an invisible radar to the center of the factory and boiler floors, that's nice. What's this one? Unlock warp reactor stabilizers. Unlock the reactor ability to warp your platform half a dimension out of the sync with the planet. Sounds completely safe. Causing a perturbating effect on the local wildlife and resetting your pollution. That's kind of a big deal. All reactor abilities share a cooldown. And then where was the fourth? Is this one the? Oh, this one is. This one continues down the tech tree of warp reactor reassembly projects. So yeah, we're gonna. I want to do the let's exist at right angles to the universe and be able to reset our pollution. That sounds pretty big. So I wanted a lot of iron in a lot of places. Let's move these guys a bit. We can put them there. Yeah, and then, yeah, bots are going to do that for me, and then we've also got the platform bots coming to help, and we can also just, like, ghost power poles and have all of that turn up. And I think I also want to do a patch steel thing, which I was thinking I was going to do with a teleporter. So there's output inserters here, so I can put things on a belt and run it into the teleporter. But I guess we're not doing that. Why don't you just, like... I guess, was that... Did my personal bots do these ones and the platform bot was still turning up to do that? I don't know. But yeah, we don't actually have much coal, so I guess we're using solid fuel for this, which is also fine. I've got a lot of solid fuel. We do have the petrochem and we do have the pump jacks running. Oh, there's more coal over there. Okay, never mind. We're still going to leave a bunch of guns around here though, because guns. But yeah, I was talking about destroying the universe. I think that's what happens when we leave a place. I think that I've got a radar over here, it's fine. Yeah, good place to leave guns. Yeah, I think that what ends up happening is either accidentally or deliberately, maybe it's part of how the warp reactor works. When we leave a place, the entire universe is destroyed behind us, and I'm wondering whether it might be completely deliberate. Okay, we're gonna merge it back here. I'm pretty sure I have red belt. Yeah, we have red belt, which means that I don't need to drag as many entities, which means it's going to be nicer for bots to do this later, because we kind of got to go down. Do we want some coal? I kind of want some coal. But I don't want a whole lot of coal, but I reckon I can put. And then we're going to need to upgrade these ones in the middle. Are you guys already coming at me over here as well? Okay. I don't have a whole lot of guns and ammunition here. Oh well. And then I'm going to need some power here as well. Let's leave space for patch grenades, because that's going to be a thing. But maybe not yet. Yeah, I don't have the iron to kick off patch grenades yet. Why is that? Oh, because bots. Platform bots. Yeah, cool. Platform bots. Yeah, like there was this real-world spaceship program called... which way is this? This actually needs to kick up a little bit, doesn't it? Called Project Orion. That was this crazy idea to... I think I want copper in the other one as well? Like, we definitely need iron here, and yeah, we rejigged these buffers so they're not quite so bad. Now the buffer will actually empty onto the front half of this thing, but I'm also seeing this and realizing that I need to upgrade these and maybe some of these, because then we can get a whole red belt of stuff in rather than just the yellow belt that it was. And this still processes less than that, but also we're going to buffer it, so it's going to be fine. Did I want... Yeah, this copper over here is not particularly full as a buffer, so we're going to put some of that in as well. And then up the top we should have iron arriving here, which is nice, so that's fine. Yeah, so Project Orion, was this... Yeah, just run through the same place again. Yeah, this kind of old, weird idea that was... Hey, maybe we can build a spacecraft that... I'm kind of out of bullets, guns and bullets as well. Okay, maybe we actually just... run out of all fuel stuffs. Cool. Cool. We're not too far away though, so I mean, things we want. Yeah, we want some more of this because we want to refuel the steel later as well. I just noticed that blinking, and we've actually got a reactor, so we're gonna have to read that at some point after we connect up a bunch of patch smelting. And then there were things I wanted. I wanted a bunch of belt. I wanted a lot of ammo. I wanted a bunch of stuff to make mining. I did need a couple more mining drills. I know I've got mining drills. Well, bots just not putting mining drills around the place. I don't know. But then also I wanted a bunch more gun turrets. And then we still need a bit more of these. And then, yeah, more gun turrets, more bullets. That's a decent amount of stuff. I'm happy with that. And can I put... No, I can't, because that's already full. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're going to talk about all this stuff later, after we've connected up this mining stuff. And yeah, the idea was with Project Orion, which I think is a thing I've started talking about like 3 times and then haven't actually got around to saying anything about. I did get all the stuff I needed. Good. Is I actually don't want that copper in the one there at all, and actually I needed to leave my bullets. Yeah, the idea with Project Orion was that there would be a spacecraft that would kind of poop out nuclear bombs as it went around, and the force of those bombs exploding behind the spacecraft would be the propulsion that let's at least prioritize the iron would be really okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need some of this back to be able to do corners and stuff. Yeah, the exploding nuclear bombs would be the force that pushed the spacecraft forwards, which, as you can imagine, wasn't a super popular idea and ended up getting cancelled as a project for all of the objections you're currently thinking of, for reasons why it's a bad idea to, you know, power a spacecraft with nuclear blasts. But I think the platform might be like an interdimensional warp version of that. Like when we warp, we actually blow up the universe behind us, and then we kind of warp surf through, you know, over the... Oh, this is full, I'm not getting any coal. Am I okay with that? I'm probably okay with that. Sure. Yeah, we warp surf through the explosive blast of destroying this universe, and that helps propel us through the warp to the next universe. So I don't really mind being mean to people here because, I mean, maybe I'm also the person destroying the universe, who knows? So the heavy oil cracking now goes directly into the light oil reservoir, which means this can also like support the harvesters and their flamethrowers. This light oil cracking now looks at whether or not we've got enough light oil, but also runs underneath here into things to get stuck on, cool, into a pump that actually checks whether or not we have a shortage of gas. So we only crack light oil if we need the gas and we have the light oil to spare, which means that these guys should always have a lot that we can put, yeah, that we can move out to harvesters and stuff like that. Why do I have so many of these? I needed at least one of those. And yeah, we've got some landmines which we're going to play with later, not yet because I don't think we need it. And there's a horrible little concrete build because I needed a centrifuge. The teleporter is yeah, now doing oil, which is actually doing fine. It's taken a while just setting this stuff up. I don't know really why I wanted 2 sulfuric acid tanks. Maybe it was just to help line up the output pipes. I don't know. But we've got... Actually, yeah, I do want a bunch of blue chips because I would like to be able to have... Yeah, these guys are... Yeah, the buffer of green chips downstairs is also just now we're going to turn all those into blue chips. Not for yellow science yet, but mostly just for infrastructure. Like I want module upgrades and maybe fusion, like portable fusion reactors and a bunch of stuff like that. This is, yeah, and then this kind of weird box hopping buffer thing, which I'm kind of resigned to being permanent, and then some of this was tidied up, some of this is just worse. Actually there was, yeah, I just spotted 2 pipes that definitely, in fact, all of, where does that go? That doesn't need to be there at all, which means this doesn't need to be here, so that's all a little bit cleaner. Cool. Yeah, let's go and talk about the harvesters first. Do I want anything over here? Actually, I've got a bunch of copper. What I really need is a bunch of iron. And yeah, then this whole section down here we cleared up a bit. We've got, these aren't mines, they're balls. Yeah, we're now making this kind of green chips in this way, and there's this innovative / disastrous buffer system, which means that the green chips will, like, when we fill up 4 boxes worth, some of those assemblers will stop and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, then we've got quite a lot of light oil in both of these places, and this other harvester is ready to go and we could put it somewhere. Is that... yeah, there's all this, like, stone and stuff like that, which, I mean, I am supposed to be tolerating having... you can all go in there. Stone in several places. It's just like... yeah, let's not do any more of that. Do we want to go and connect that to some iron? Maybe. Let's go and talk about... actually, let's check how coal is. Coal is... yeah, we should connect that to iron and or maybe coal. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, all of the science is kind of a bit smaller now for a couple of reasons. I think this used to be 10, and now it's 7. And then... oh, give me these, actually, because I wanted... that many... okay, let's go and get these. And I wanted... yeah, that's going to give me 10 speed 2s for pump jacks, and then all of these actually can also get out the way. Yeah, smaller blue science, significantly smaller blue science, significantly smaller red and green science. Actually, let's go and refuel these guys while we're here because they're complaining about it. And this is all still somewhat disastrously hand-fueled, so oh well. That can go in here. That's not where I want it to go. That one wants to go... this wants to go in there. Yeah, somewhat disastrously hand-fueled. It's fine. Give me these. Yeah, so reasons why I am happy having a smaller science now. First of all, we had a really big red and green science when that was the only kind of science we're doing, and we blasted through a bunch of military techs, and we... wait, it was actually slow on red science? I guess this is the whole thing I'm saying about, like, not worried about being bottlenecked by these. Yeah, this... do you guys actually both have your outputs? Why are you not running? You are not running. That would be a good reason for... that was actually only half the red science I needed. Okay, so, always check your builds work. Yeah, so we're going to have smaller science here because when we get purple science online, and purple science is the thing I want to be looking at now, I don't think we have the resource collection to be able to be running purple science at the rate that blue was built at. And then blue was already too small for red and green, and actually for military as well. And I don't actually think we need this build here at all now, so we're going to get rid of it. What if we... oh, we've got... yeah, we've got just a lot of chips and stuff, don't we? You can go in there, and then these guys can go, like, in here, and then I've got... why do I have so many... why do I have so many landmines? I guess I was doing something with those landmines. But yeah, we can move all of this out the way for the moment, and then have our bots deal with this kind of stuff. And yeah, so first of all, the increased resource requirements of purple science, these are the assemblers I think I need to fit into the space to get the purple science I want. First of all, the increased resource requirements mean I don't think I'm even expecting to maintain the same rate of science at all. Second of all, if we're doing purple science, we're about to do purple science, we kind of, like, all of these can upgrade to assembler 3s soon as well, which is more speed. And if we get nuclear power, and I kind of hope we're getting close to nuclear power because we are doing uranium stuff, then we'll be able to have this warp beacon as well. So I think with all those 3 things combined, I'm happy having smaller science builds, because also, it's just not gonna go as quickly, but it's gonna be fine. And I think what I also want to do is run, like, if I run this belt through here, this belt can go away, and then, I think this build is gonna be a mess, but is not gonna be too bad, because we need to fit these assemblers with these modules, which I think is the ratios I want, into this space. So we've already got more red chips, and I'm pretty happy with this red chips build. Yeah, I had these things downstairs and then changed my mind about which thing I wanted them coming out of, and so there's now a splitter that just swaps them. Cool. And then over here there's a stack inserter taking from a loader because I wanted these on the opposite side. And then this plastic now feeds the blue science build, and then it's Sushi's out to here, and then all of these red chips. And I'm really happy with this red chips pattern as well. Like, I like the way that the plastic is on one side, and then the far assembler puts the red chips where the plastic isn't, and then the plastic and red chips go all the way around, and then just the red chips come out. And then there's some fast belt in here to make sure, and then I think I can probably upgrade more of this belt so that I can upgrade all of these assemblers and just get more stuff out of what is quite a tight, compact build. Because this is 12 assemblers. I'm pretty happy with that. And then also I noticed that this is 6 assemblers long, and down here I'm trying to fit... Okay, other than the rail, which is kind of weird, I'm not quite sure how that's going to fit in yet, and that would be 12 assemblers. And so I think what we're going to do is, actually, let's turn the bots off, so that we can do all of this. Did I want to set the other harvester up yet? I reckon not yet. Let's, see if we can get some of this underway, although, are we? Yeah, maybe, whatever. I still want to, at least outline some of this and maybe think about it, and then check that it's still wall getting damaged. I think the general plan is going to be something like, I only want regular belt here. Yeah, bunch of assemblers here that take in from one belt and put on the far belt. And then I think the inside of this is going to be Sushi. I think, the inside of this is going to be Sushi of a bunch of different things, and the other side, maybe the outside, maybe I do it the other way around, depends how the Sushi control ends up working out, is going to be all the rail, because I reckon these guys are going to want a lot of rail, but then there's going to be a bunch of other things that we're not going to need so much of at once, like purple science, and kind of counting these on my hand, purple science, furnaces, prod mods, military science, red ammo, walls, grenades, which I think might still be patch grenades, which maybe we should go set up, although I'm pretty sure that we've still got a couple of grenades. That's like 6 or 7 things, which, if we do it with one normal inserter, other than the science, which are kind of moderated by the machines, should all fit on one belt. So then, I'm wondering, can I just grab these two and slap them in here? And then can I do... This one might need to be down so that the belt can come across, because I want it to have something like this and then something like this. And then one of the things I like about, trying to keep this area comparatively clean, because we might have other things coming out of these belts, not sure, but having a mess in here seems pretty bad. I've got some bullets. Let's go and get some more bullets, so I always have a lot of bullets. Then we can have a splitter here, because this here is the belt that... Can I do... No, it would have to go down here. Maybe I could move? No, that's already 4. This would also have to move, which would be a pain. Because I was thinking about something. I guess we just kind of hack this in. I think that's going to be how this works. So we have red and green chips there, and then we can belt weave this in here, and now we've got red and green chips for these guys that are going to Sushi back onto this belt. But actually we want to be able to stop these. We want to be able to stop these if I ever have too much purple science. And I also don't know that these are super well buffered, and I want to be able to stop these if I have too many prod mods, which is interesting. And I've also got a new control, which is cool, and I guess we'll look at that in a moment. Let's tick on with some of these other reactor techs. That's nice. Like, putting that straight on the belt here is going to make it difficult to moderate the number of prod mods on the belt. Like, what I'm thinking now is, instead of combining these here, let's put these somewhere else and put... yeah, let's put the military science in here, because then that much of it is straight sushi. Yeah, they can go there, whatever. Like, these we no longer have to worry about squirreling in any other kind of resources. They are just entirely belt fed, which means we can figure out how to get these things in here. Which side are we? I think they've got to be here, but like, if we have this, yeah, no, I don't think that this is a thing that I like, because I kind of wanted to have... I mean, maybe they all go underground, because part of the point of having all of these things on kind of the material interface side was that then I can squirrel through the inputs I need. And what, like, maybe we still squirrel these in here, but then we've also, like, we basically have to get a bunch of things like this as well, but for resources... Yeah, let's move those a little further away. For resources that are going in and out of these assemblers. And then also the yellow ammo kind of wants to direct insert into the red. Let's line some of these things up. This requires stone and steel. This also requires stone. This one also requires steel. These ones require blue, red and green chips. And then we've also already figured out where all of those are going. The rail is going to be a bit of a mess. I don't know if I have... I would have to... But it's already tricky to underground unless there's also... Unless these guys are one back. And then also putting stuff on the belt. I don't think I like that. But let's see if this ends up working. Because I guess now we can have... I mean, we can have longhand inserters in here, but this means that we're taking up more space with all the input belts. And then the next question is, where do we fit these interfaces that check... Because first of all, we've got to have two of these things here for the two kinds of science that we're sushiing through here. And this, I'm looking at how much space this is taking up, and this is already an issue. And we've got to have... And the thing is, we also can't have... We can't have... So yeah, so the sushi side is the inside of this loop, and the rail side is the outside, which means we've got to do stuff like this. And then... Actually... If I did this... then... here's an issue. These ones are no longer moderated by... I don't know what that energy is about, whatever. These ones are no longer moderated by slow inserters. Like, we want these ones to be slow inserters, because we don't want that much stuff on the belt. The red inserters are faster and will put too many things on the belt, but we also can't use inserters here, because it'll put it on the rail side of the belt, so that's a shame. So do we... Like, how many other things are... Like, where would... Like, what happens if we do... Okay, that's the... I didn't actually grab the inserters. Yeah, if we try and put things over here... Yeah, okay. Let's... Steel... none of these require iron, so all of this is going to be a bit of a hack, but I think we knew that when we started. If these are like so, and then all of these things... Maybe we do just run it back a little further. Yeah, okay, let's put these things back. Get these things out the way. Get all of these things out the way. Actually, only these things need to be moved out the way. These ones definitely have to stay because these are going to be the... I actually only need one, don't I? It just needs to be... I can have both purple and military science here. And that'll go just fine. And then... Yeah, this is tricky. I'm gonna go... Let's, Oh, we definitely need this guy on coal. And we also definitely need coal. And we also definitely need the other one on iron. So let's go and do that while we pretend to think about how we want to fit that science together. And yeah, it's the middle of the day, which is nice, which means we can just go and pull all of this stuff up. But not with... Yeah, I don't want to use my bots for this. Very important that we use the harvester bots so that all that stuff goes back into the harvester collection. I should also check on... yeah, let's also check on the oil in the main base. Okay, it's daytime. That's not doing anything. Yeah, oil in the main base is actually completely fine. And the uranium buffer, I mean, that is also a thing that we could just move. The warp reactor is a failed experiment, aren't we all? Its power output is weak and seems to be pulling itself into an interdimensional rift more than it can draw energy from it. I mean, I'm sympathetic. It's unstable and will destroy the planet on if it's left unmanaged, so try and build a rocket and get away. Okay. That sounds pretty bad, because I'm not really planning on managing it. So I'm not really sure what we got to do with that. Output 20 megawatts. So it is in fact half the normal reactor power of a regular reactor. So that is a interesting thing to bear in mind. We're going to grab this. We want a car. Okay, yeah, I think we want this coal. I think we put the copper harvester on this coal. I think we deal with these guys. I think we push this base. We move this to here. We put the iron harvester down over there. I'm actually going to turn my bots on at this point because we didn't quite delete everything, but it's fine. And we've at least looked at doing a build. We haven't really done a build. Those guys are fine. I should have kicked this one off first, really, shouldn't I? And it's still going to be... Yeah, these guys are quite close, given that the copper harvester we want... Yeah, one of the other things that might have become apparent looking at this stuff downstairs is... Oh, yeah. We're going to have to defend these guys a little better. Yeah, let's push the space first. Yeah, I now have... like a copper side and an iron side for the two harvester wings. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, we're annoying these guys as well. Can I still sneak through here? Yes. I mean, those were all attacks. Now that we can get these guns down, everything will go fine. Then we can pull these back. And then we can get the blueprint that we had last time and slap that in there and then turn off my bots because I don't really want them helping. I would rather have the harvester bots doing that. And then, yeah, they're fine. They're just gonna get that done. How many bots did we give it? 147? I think I wanted about 150 because it is quite a few wall to build and everything has to go in and like connect up the pipes before the flamethrowers will actually get anything done. And like the mining drill section of the harvester blueprint doesn't actually have any guns on it because I didn't feel like figuring out how to belt ammo around to the yeah, the side of the bits of the harvester that didn't have, you guys get in here, that didn't have, yeah, like I kind of hope, I mean these attacks are starting to roll in, I kind of hope that, yeah, the wall is done, these guys have fuel, it's fine, that harvester's going to be completely safe. And then we want to get, yeah, and also the other thing I like about that coal there is that, yeah, it's going to be whatever, it's fine. I'm sure doing this at night and hitting rocks is going to be completely fine. It's fine, we're fine. You guys need to go away. Yeah, sure, let's just, I mean, I hear them chittering behind me, and we're introducing ourselves to these neighbors as well. So yeah, I reckon we actually have to go... Did I lose? I lost a bot. It's probably fine. I reckon we go and push this space, because we are trying to get that iron. And we can just do that from the car. So that's fine. And then, do we go push the other base? Maybe. Maybe not during the day? Oh, we're actually on the other side of this, aren't we? Because we want the right harvester platform. What am I losing? I shouldn't be losing things. Ah, they out of ammo. They are in fact out of ammo. Cool. I guess we got to go back and do that sometime. Let's just drop this blueprint here, and then also turn off our bots. And then you guys are blocked in the car, which is cool. And then I was making more mining drills anyway, wasn't I? It's fine. And then are these guys... Oh, these guys are getting in. That's also a bit of a nuisance. Yeah, should be doing this during the daytime, really. That's going to take care of all of those guys. I'm stuck on the wall, which is super cool. I might burn down that forest. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so we've got iron coming in. We've got coal coming in. This other source of iron we are also just kind of dropping, which is a shame. Maybe I should go and kill those dudes? Should I go and destroy their homes? I don't think I should destroy their homes. Oh, these guys are also out of fuel, which is also super great. Let's turn on the bots. Oh yeah, because that's right, because I was out here, I picked up all of this solid fuel to fuel these guys better, didn't I? That's what that was about. Do this, do this. Yeah, I'm sure, I mean, this isn't as bad as the Death World last time, but that also because, I mean, we lost a lot of turrets on the Death World because it was a Death World, whereas here we lost a lot of turrets because I just forgot to put enough ammo in them. So that's nice. We are getting towards, also give me all this stuff, we are getting towards 40 minutes now, which is super interesting. I think, yeah, my rough schedule at the moment is... Where are these guys coming from? I was kind of hoping the harvester would take care of that. What do you guys not have? You guys don't have flamethrowers. Yeah, I wondered whether or not that harvester platform actually had everything it needed. So yeah, so we're going to get some more coal in. Oh, these guys are out of ammo as well. And these guys are also not actually mining coal. So that's... And then I also don't have ammunition. So yeah, maybe it's time for part B of the defense. Oh, and then all my bots are going to go and build the thing that I haven't actually figured out where it's going yet. So stop doing that. Yeah, part B of the defense. I have somewhere this blueprint, which will nicely enclose the gun turrets with landmines and not actually the mining that I've got, which is not a thing I'm super happy about. What's down... Yeah, this down here, I think we definitely want this to be mines as well. I didn't put them down earlier because I don't think I need them for small biters, but if we get into medium biters, and around 50 minutes seems to be when we get big biters, and this is also where we've got 180 construction bots in the platform logic grid, and also why we've got a full chest of mines, which is exciting. And then, yeah, hopefully these things... because I don't really... Like, the mines aren't to destroy every single biter. The gun turrets are still... Like, we've got a lot of damage upgrades, that's going to do fine. The deal with the mines is they hopefully just pop all the biters quickly, especially the big chunky ones, so that the gun turrets can just kill the spitters quickly. It remains to be seen whether or not that will actually help. And then... Yeah, this kind of garbage. Oh well, I'm kind of fine with that. Mines are pretty cheap. I got ammo because I wanted to give these guys ammo. And then, yeah, all of these guys also need... Oh, hey, I guess I've got mines as well, don't I? Where is... Yeah, we can have some mines over here. That'll be fine. Yeah, sure. So we've done some warp reactor accelerator. Let's do the warp reactor charting. And then I guess we also go and... Oh, I've still got the teleporter. I did not want the teleporter. I wanted that to be somewhere else, doing something else. You in particular, you go away. Okay, so that's dealt with. Yeah. So, he's my... Is he my bot? No, he's not my bot. I'm gonna have this bot, because I had 12 previously, and then I lost one in some kind of angsty defense, and I would rather have that one back. So now we're back up to 12 again, and we can have the teleporter, where... Here, because the acid is in this pipe? Acid? Yes, okay, great. So we can have, actually, let's put the teleporter down here. For reasons that are going to be pretty clear. Yeah, one of these, and then this blueprint, bots back on. Bots back on? There we go, okay. Yeah, we can just go, I'm pretty sure it's this one, yeah. A red belt, although I don't think I'm close enough for that to be a thing. Okay, so, acid in there is going to be fine. Acid across here is going to connect all of those guys up, except that I don't actually have. These ones we can not have. Did I not get around to making more of these? Maybe I just didn't make enough of these. And we've also got the speed modules I was going to put in the pump jacks, but we also, like, pulled the pump jacks out, so whatever. Yeah, sure. Bullets for dudes. Hopefully also that... Hopefully also... Yeah, these guys did not get much at all. What have I got? Yeah, sure. Yeah, hopefully... Landmines? I'm fine with landmines getting destroyed. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm not. I mean, that's what it should look like. But I think also with... And this is full, which is exciting. So I guess we can have the house bots also just pull down all of that mining, and we're not getting anything done with this coal anyway. And then these ones are still kind of going, which is nice. Yeah, I think maybe I do actually want... That's a big attack swing into the northwest. Let's go and have a look at that. I think maybe I pull back the mines a bit, because that's what it should look like. Oh, and I see bigs in there as well. Yeah, there's some big biters in there. These gun types... This is why I was super low on ammo, yeah. Yeah, and there are in fact some big biters in there, and I have no idea what big... Where's my car? My car is down here? Okay, good. Yeah, I have no idea what big snappers are going to look like, but I suspect they're going to be pretty bad. I think a lot of these... Yeah, they're still just landmines getting destroyed, which I'm okay with. But I think I probably need to pull... these in the blueprint closer to the network, so that this doesn't happen as much, because I don't mind losing landmines, but I would rather also just not carelessly lose landmines. Like, this stuff is fine. But we're also getting close to the... Yeah, we're getting close to 50 minutes, which was my mark for, hey, Big Bite is going to turn up now. I'm still not really feeling particularly bad about how pressured I am. I think I'm just going to lose a lot of landmines if we keep doing this. I've still got my shotgun. That's fine. And we also don't need any of these things anymore. Do you guys still have... You do still have iron inside, so we're just going to pull all of that out. Let's also reconnect these. And my bots can do this as well because it's fine. Yeah, I think maybe we actually start to unpack things. Like, how are we doing with these harvesters? That's all kind of backing up. We are buffering it, which is nice. This harvester is... Oh, I never took all of its stuff. And in fact, it's missing some underground belts. So that's catastrophic and awful. And we're going to go and do that maybe first. We're just going to like pick up all of this stuff and then maybe let some belt drain. We don't have to worry about the auto warp kicking us out and losing stuff. We just have to worry about... I did just see all those attacks swinging in over here as well. So let's just throw the corner mines blueprint here as well and have bots put that down. Yeah, we just have to worry about the attacks getting a bit chunky and losing the base is all we have to worry about. We're going to do... I mean, that's going to be a lot of mines to pick back up later, which is going to feel bad about it, but never mind. Yeah, do we even have... They're not even fully defended. It's still these two turrets that are actually doing the defense. That's kind of funny. Okay, what do you guys need? Yeah, you need some underground pipes. May as well have all of those underground pipes. I think I was crafting more of these, wasn't I? And then you needed... some of these. And is that going to... that should keep you guys happy. And so now we should be collecting more of the iron. I actually don't need to go all the way back there. We can just jump in here. Yeah, I think I'm calling this area the throat because that's how it works. It's this weird creature that has a mouth and then a throat, and the mouth has two faces and then wings. Sure. Actually, is this... yeah, we do have coal going in there now. We have... this is filling up. It's fine. It's doing things. It's good. Yeah, so now... oh, bots. Sure. Cool. I actually don't think that I am going to get... oh, this is... yeah, this is why I needed coal in here. Sure. I don't think I'm going to come up with a sushi build I like in the... like less than 2 minutes that I think I have remaining. As such, I think I'm gonna like leave this here. Like, we've sketched the outline of what's mostly gonna go on. I've kind of talked through what I want to do with it. We've got this red chips build here that is not even buffering. So let's just have at least 2 chests of red chips just getting made. Let's just get the red chips out. Also, give me these red chips, because I'm pretty sure that on the surface these guys are just getting a lot of stuff done, which is cool, but we don't actually have a whole lot of red chips in here, which means you guys can have, whereas we do still have a lot of green chips in here, because I like turning things into... you know, having a lot of ore is good, but what's also really good is processing things into chips and intermediates. So I think we actually start with the coal is definitely one that can go away. We actually start having the bots unpacking this, and yeah, this is a deletion planet that has power poles and miners, and then also landmines. And this platform doesn't have any of the small power poles, so I can just grab this thing and like thwack it over the entire area and do a good job of deconstructing. Actually, all of this can go. All of that there can just get packed. Yeah, do a good job of deconstructing things. And then those bots are going to go and put the coal in the storage chests, and then these inserters are going to put the coal back on the belt, and that's all fine. So that's that harvester unpacked. Then the other harvester was iron, and iron is still kind of going. And did I need that much iron? And we were also kind of boxing some of it. Oh, is this base here? I was going to go and push that base. Oh well. Okay, sure, yeah, moving on. I think we... did I landmine this? I did landmine this. Did I landmine this one? No, okay, yeah, let's do the thing. Where is the blueprint? I think I had... oh, they're already rolling in. Cool. I was going to do the active defense thing at this point. This is actually a really bad time to put this down, because these guys will just turn up and attack everything. And over here looks to be the place where we need stuff, because all of these guys... yeah. I think we've got to go and do the active defense thing, which basically involves driving around... not throwing a grenade there because they were going to destroy some landmines. My bots are off, which is important. I really want to sneak through here before before those guys get to me. Let's not get stuck on trees. It's not really about killing these guys. It's just about doing a bit of damage and dealing with some of the hit points so that the other defense systems don't really have to. And also kind of dragging them out of the way. This is not where we want to go at all. Yeah. I was going to hit that guy with the car and then missed. Yeah, so I reckon we kind of get through this day and then really start to pack everything up. Like, some of the harvesters are packing up already. Yeah, we want to... Okay, I was scared by a bush that I thought was water and thought I was going to die. Is that true? I thought I was going to lose a car by getting stuck on water. We can still just, like... there's a cliff, so let's not do that. We are taking a bit of... Yeah, there's quite a few big biters in here now, aren't there? Yeah. Let's just quickly do a car switch, because one of these things has more hit points. It's fine. As long as those are all bots getting destroyed, I don't really mind. Bots? Mines. As long as those are all mines getting destroyed, and it looks like a place where I'm losing mines. And then over here, I might actually have to properly defend a thing. So let's not turn things back on. Let's get some landmines. And then these guys are... Yeah, you guys go away. Thanks. And then... oh, it's standing in spit. Okay. You guys... Yeah, okay. Let's start packing these things up again. Because we gotta go. They're all landmines, aren't they? Oh, they're losing gun turrets. Did I run out of ammo and gun turrets? I did run out of ammo and gun turrets. This is going worse than the Death World. And... Yeah, bots are still over here. Is it just negligence? Am I not really paying attention to this Death World? I think it's probably fine. Also, I don't have all that many bullets too. I've got another 100 bullets. Cool. Okay, time to start really packing things up. And so we can get this deletion planner, and we don't have any... Like, we don't have any small power poles over here as well. So all of these landmines we can try and pull back into storage. All of these landmines, all of these landmines, all of this stuff, all of this stuff. I have also noticed that the stability in... Like, the thing that is called stability in the warp reactor thing is kind of disappearing. This is also going to put ore in... This one is not really flowing. Okay, fine. Yeah, the stability is kind of draining in a way that I'm not super happy about, given that they said that, yeah, the description said that it needed to kind of be babysat, and if it died, things would be bad, and needs constant maintenance or something like that. So, let's hope that that's not a problem. What are you guys doing? Oh, those little snappers hit pretty hard. So yeah, we can get rid of all of those things. We want to be back over here. Turn the bots back on. I've got a couple of damaged cars, I think. We want to get rid of all of these. Actually, I want to use this blueprint planner because I don't actually want the trees. I just want all the landmines. And then all of these things, you can give me these back. And we got to work on getting out of here. Actually, over here... Oh, you're out of repair packs. That's nice. It's daytime now, so we can actually get rid of all of these things. Put a lot of jobs in the bot queue. I'm sure it'll be fine. So that harvester will be fully packed up, and then over here we've got... yeah, we're gonna leave those turrets there and hopefully remember that we need to go and pick up those turrets. Don't delete the turrets. We're gonna lose a little bit of light oil when we pick up all these flamethrowers, probably. But I think I'm okay with that as well. Yeah, so all of that stuff we can pack up again. Give me these back. Yeah, let's go over here, and all of this stuff is getting pleasantly deleted and packed up, and my stability is running down, which is fun. And over here we've got... yeah, we've got... Let's go and, like, just hit that guy pretty quickly. We also need to definitely make sure these guys get more bullets. That was kind of a thing that I didn't really do at all today. Give me all these things on the ground. Do I have... I've got inventory space, that's fine. Get rid of all of these things as... I mean, those aren't actually high value at all. Those are just like... It's sort of like one underground. I don't really care about that. Somewhere over here there is... Oh yeah, first of all, these things. Oh, and there was a bot that got that underground. Cool, good job. Somewhere over here, there was a... Yeah, you. You need to not be there. Give me all the bullets back. Give me all these turrets back. That's all on the platform and it's going to be fine. Then we need to go and get the... we completed another tech, which is exciting. Are there any other consequential techs? This is the other reason why I'm pretty happy slowing down all the science, because I'm just running out of techs that... Do I want to do the reassembly project? Yeah, we'll kick off the reassembly project. It's going to give us some other things that we can make out of... Okay, maybe this is what I'm doing with all those processing units. I was planning on having processing units to do something with. Maybe I just don't have processing units. I'm already doing this fuel. I'm not really sure. Is this... Also, is this a fuel that goes in the reactor that's on the top of the platform? Do I not have to actually build a reactor? That would be exciting. So yeah, we want to get rid of all of those mines. And then also get rid of all of these. Probably do this from a car. Yeah, did we get rid of all of this stuff? Sorry, sulfuric acid. I'm sure you'll be fine. That's more than I need to get rid of. Did we actually get decent amounts of things? Yeah, so we're up to stuff that's still in the teleporter chest. So that buffer is just full, which is nice. And then we're on nearly full oil, which is just nice. And then all of these guys are just... Yeah, just going slowly. Cool. Because I still have to help dudes. And then also stand in the middle of these things. Warp touch 30 seconds. Okay, fine. I mean, probably the... Yeah, let's kick this off. Because the harvesters will end up back in their respective locations when the warp happens. And they can... I mean, they do have a couple of gun turrets to just, like, happily protect themselves for a bit. I think we've got everything we needed. Oh yeah, we didn't actually pack up. Are we gonna lose? Maybe we have some bots flying between different places. But most of all, it's probably fine. So yeah, we got out of there. We got to go back into the basement to get the harvesters again. There's a base here we're going to go push immediately. But I want to go check on... Yeah, so we've got a lot of oil, which is nice. We've got a lot of uranium, which is nice. We even have a small amount of fuel-making stuff, which is cool. Light oil is still great. Give me the teleporter back. Let's head down to the harvester wing, and we've got, yeah, full buffers of iron and copper, so that's really nice. We've got a full buffer of coal, so that's really nice. So I think now I can just, like, yeah, spend the next bit figuring out how this is going to fit together. Remember that these guys also needed fuel, so that's maybe just a thing we do with the starter patches in a bit. But yeah, we should be able to come back next time and have some... I mean, probably horrific, but technically functional version of Purple Military Science that's based around a single belt with rail on one side and sushi on the other, and then a bunch of sushi controls like this. Very similar to how we set up the engines. Oh, that wants iron as well. Yeah, similar to how we set up the engines for... Do you not have any steel? This is going to be the last thing we're going to do today. We're going to go, like, we've got to put some steel on this box, because this is the steel, nearly. This is the steel that these engines need. This is how these engines get steel if we don't put iron in here. So I've actually got some of this that can go over here. And, yeah. That's pretty good. We got some more neighbors to meet. We don't have any friends in this space, and we kind of don't need resource collection. But yeah, gonna go check out the neighborhood. Gonna go build some purple science. Everything's gonna go kind of slowly. I should also check whether or not my power grid fits within 20 megawatts, because we might just be able to use this guy by itself, maybe. But yeah, good times. Lots of things got done. I've got to upgrade the. I've got to, like, tweak the landmines blueprint slightly as well, don't I? Yeah, good things. Lots of fun.